everyone. Welcome to another episode of FTB Infinity Skyblock with Arturio and Emerys. So since the last time we've played, I've spent a little bit of time on Agricraft, improving some of the seeds I got from sifting dirt. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on camera about this because it's a big time sink. I am going to show the basic process of it real quick, and that'll be that. Other than that, I'll do it all off camera. Yeah, those I don't really need, but okay, so I just harvested those plants, and I got seeds and some actual food. So the seeds, what you want to do is you want to go through them and you want to find the unidentified ones and put them through the seed analyzer and identify them. Just like that. Now these were the ones I started with that round, and these were the ones I got. So what these stats mean, growth is how quickly the plant grows. Gain is how much fruit it produces. And strength is how resistant it is to weeds. Now, it's my understanding that pretty much every mod pack that uses Agricraft disables weeds because it makes it virtually unplayable. So you can ignore strength, but it's pretty hard to get growth and gain improved all the way to 10 without also improving strength. So, you know. So let's just continue on with this path. And eventually I will set up a couple of hoppers just to make this a little bit easier. But when you're just doing a small number of plants, it's not too bad. So again, there's what I started with last round, and these are the improvements I got. So the way you go about doing this, there we go, okay. Now, if you're putting seeds down, you put seeds down using a single crop stick. And I'll show you how to make crop sticks. Oh, you can't reverse it in this. Okay. To make crop sticks, you just take normal sticks, and in a 2x2 crafting grid, you fill it and you'll get crop sticks. So anyway, you put a single crop stick down like that in order to just plant seeds you already have. And if you roll over them with your cursor, you can see it'll show you the stats and where they are in the growth stage. Now, if I had bone meal, I could bone meal these, but I have used all of my bone meal. And you always want to make sure that you're using the most improved seeds for your new round. Okay? There we go. Potato. Which ones are the best? I guess it's these two. All right, now just let them sit and let them do their thing. And when both plants have grown to full maturity, not before, you want to do that. And that. And then what'll happen is, I'm going to get rid of these though. When you have, and that's a double crop stick, you just right click it twice to put a double crop stick, and you can left click to break it and get your crop sticks back. Now, the way this works is that plant just grew a little bit. If I had a double crop stick here, when this grows to full maturity, it will spread to adjacent ones, and it'll basically clone the plant. So if a plant grows here, it'll have exactly the same stats as that one, the 443, okay? But if you want to get improvement, you want it to go between two plants, okay? So that's why you put them here, like that. Another way you could do it is you could go like this. Like you could put one plant there and one plant there, and when they grow to full maturity, they'll spread here, and you should get improvement here. But again, don't put that one there until both are at full maturity, because if you put a plant here and start it growing, actually let's do it this way. if I just put one there and say I have another plant here, when this one hits full maturity, it has a chance to spread there. If this one isn't at full maturity yet, the crossbreeding thing isn't going to happen and you won't get improvement. So that's why you want to wait until your plants are fully mature before you put the second set of crop sticks down. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about Agricraft. It is a big time sink, and there's not that many seeds, but there are, there are seeds. Infused seeds. Interesting, there's not recipes for these. Okay. The Pam's Harvestcraft ones you get from this crossbreeding thing. And the thing is, you have to kind of wade your way through the tree to try and figure out where you get the, we'll call them the precursor seeds. So if you take it all the way back, if you take wheat seeds and crossbreed them with carrot seeds, you will eventually get sugarcane seeds if what you have between them is sand, okay? So you basically, once I have the 5 basic plants, which are wheat, carrots, and potatoes, and then there's also melon and pumpkin, which I do have those. I've got melon seeds, I've got pumpkin seeds, cocoa beans, and in order to trigger this, I think you have to start off, I think you take your seeds and you have to analyze them to get their initial stats. And if you get these from sieving, you're always going to get 111. So I am going to start these. And now what will happen is when this grows to full maturity, it'll spread there. That'll give me a second seed. I can break it, analyze it, and put it here because I only have 1 melon seed. But pumpkin seeds, I do have extras, so I could just analyze that. Make this a little easier on me. Okay, so the melons, or the pumpkins, I'll put here. There. Now, what you do with your remaining seeds, you've got all this void, you might as well make use of it. There's no reason to hold on to these. If you get to the point of Botania, you do need seeds for Botania recipes, but by then I'll have ways to get seeds from stuff that I've been growing. So the next thing I want to talk about is my huge honkin' Smeltery. So this is pretty big. It's 8 blocks tall and it's 3 by 3, so it can do up to 72 blocks of something at a time. And just for demonstration purposes, what's something that I may need soon? Okay. Yeah, I've like the iron, I've already done all of it, and the gold, I've done all of it. Well, you know what? If I'm going to do it, let's just do it. And is that all of the tin, or was, oh, there was more tin. Okay. Again, I'll go through this process once, and then I'll do a breakaway so that you don't have to watch all of it. Okay. So now that we've got all of that tin ore processed, I've got 42 tin ore dust. I'll throw it in there. This is a drying rack, and it's a convenient place to store my bucket. That way I always know where it is. And fortunately, tin seems to smelt very quickly. We'll give this just a second. All right, there we go. 84 ingots of tin, because your smeltery doubles what you put in it. So each one of these will take 9 to make a block. So that's 27 of the 84. This side I have set up for ingots, and this side I have set up for nuggets. And of course I can swap these out to do if I need to make tools or whatever. But honestly, in this version, there's nothing really to mine. The only time you really need your tools is if you're harvesting trees or if you're changing configuration. So I'll worry about tools later. I don't really need them. I don't know if the nether is a void nether or a normal nether. Okay, so another 27, and then this will be the final 3. And now it'll be empty. And then I could leave them as blocks. I usually just turn them back into ingots. And so if we go over here, it is now empty. And that took, I don't know, about 240 millibuckets of lava altogether between what was in there before and after. There we go. So that's where I am right now. I've got creosote oil in there and a little bit of creosote in there. So I think what I'm going to do, something else I wanted to talk about. Don't ignore this thing over here. I'm playing on a solo world, so the friends isn't really going to help me at all. Claim chunks, again, solo world, this doesn't matter. Although that's interesting, it looks like it's kind of given me a map. So I need to look at this a little bit closer, I think. Huh, interesting. And then the guide, there's some information here. There's not a lot of information here, but it's at least enough to get you going. You know, if you've never played a Skyblock before and you never played some of the packs in here before, this might be useful to you to kind of go through and have a look-see at some of this information. And this is what I wanted to talk about here, is starting to use some of this X-Compressium. So I think the first thing we want to do is make one of these improved sieves and some of these compressed hammers. So for that, I'll need some wood. I got rid of my crafting tables and now I almost regret it. All right, we'll make some sticks. Now that's only going to make us 8. So I need to make at least a couple more. Now we take all of these and combine them. And you know what, that was dumb. I had stone hammers. Why didn't I make use of the ones I had? Okay, so that gives you a compressed stone hammer. And I forgot my string. Oh, I hope I have enough string. Because I think, okay, yeah, I have just barely enough string. Okay, heavy oak sieve. Okay. We'll put some of this back. And we'll process. You know what? I need to get one of these crafting tables back because I need one over here. We'll put it right there. Copper. The next thing we're probably going to need is copper. 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 All right. All right, I think this is how this works. Is you make your initial blocks. And then you go like, oh no. All right, what am I doing wrong here? Do I have any gravel in here? I may have misunderstood what this is for. Let me test something real quick. So bear with me for a minute while I make one of these. I'll need 9 gravel to do this, which will take just a minute. All right, so I know I can do this. That's compressed gravel. Now if I put it down, see, it gave me 9 sand. So now these, if I sieve that, you get multiple stuff. It's supposed to save time, but you know, if you're doing just one, I don't think, you know, you can really kind of demonstrate it properly. So can I really not? Does this? Well, okay, well that's not gonna work because that doesn't need to go through a sieve. Okay, that's unfortunate because I really thought that's what the compressed stone hammer was for. Apparently I was wrong. Apparently it's for processing gravel in larger quantities. So it does work for this. Interesting. Okay. And try this one more time. It's good to know how this stuff works. All right. Yeah, let's just use the chicken hammer. I don't. Oh. That's right, the chicken hammer doesn't work on these. All right. Break this down. Okay. Put that leftover copper back. We'll give that a minute to smelt. Okay, 72. That should be exactly 8 blocks. So this is kind of nice for processing large amounts of ore. One thing that you need to be careful of is if you're doing multiple metal types, you can inadvertently produce alloys in here. Like if I had tin in here and copper, I would produce some bronze. And that's fine if I want to produce bronze, but if I need tin and copper, that can be a problem. There we go. Let me look at the clock here. Yeah, I think we're going to call the episode there. I need to start setting up timers so that I can better keep track of where we are time-wise. I'm trying really, really hard to keep these right around 20 minutes or just under 20 minutes. And I tried that in hypovolemia too, and I was not always successful. In fact, I was usually not successful, but I'm making more of a concerted effort this time to do that. But I hope you liked the episode. If you did, please leave a like on it. If you have not already subscribed, it would be awesome if you would subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them on YouTube, and I will answer them as best I can. Thank you for watching. This is Arturio Emerys signing out.